What's going on, you guys? It's Jay from DigiTamer Jay, and we're back. After such a long hiatus, I took a break from Digimon, but I'm happy to say that I'm back. And in this video, we're showcasing one of the most recent starter decks in the Digimon TCG, Gallantmon. I know I'm a bit late to the party with this one, but as some of you know, I do love red. I do love my red in the Digimon TCG, so I had to do this one. If you want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and turn on that bell for notifications because there's going to be a lot more videos coming your way. The deck box itself looks great, but I won't waste your time loafing about. Let's get straight into it. The deck comes with 54 cards, 4 Digi-Eggs, and 50 cards, which is the total amount for a deck in Digimon. Just put that to the side. As I'll explain in this video, this deck is great budget-wise if you're just getting into the game. Good stepping stone. Like where I'm from, it only costs about $15 to $20. It also has some decent cards you can use to upgrade your current red deck, or use the deck as is and upgrade where you see fit. Now, before I get into the deck cards, we do get 6 extra cards. SR Rarity. I think it's as a first anniversary promo. And they are the memory boosts. Just get this off. There we go. So you get 1 for every color. This is a new mechanic. Well, not new, probably not new to most of you. But as you can see, you get 1 for every single color. They've all got pretty nice artwork. As you can see, the foiling is a bit different too. SR Rarity. So basically what these cards do, you reveal the top 4 cards of your deck and add 1 Digimon card corresponding to what color memory boost you use. So for example, if you use the red memory boost, you can search for 1 red Digimon, add it to your hand, the rest go to the bottom in any order. And it has a delay mechanic, which means any turns that come after, you can this stays in your battle area, and you can trash this card and gain 2 memory. So it costs 3. So basically it's cost 1 and for a draw 1, which is really nice. And whenever you need the extra memory, you can trash it and gain 2 memory later on. So you only get 1 of each for these deck box. If you were trying to get like 2 or 3, maybe even 4 for your specific deck, whatever color you're using, I maybe wouldn't recommend buying multiple starter decks in order to do that, because they're only worth about maybe $1 to $5 each. You could trade or buy them individually, but at the same time, if you want to build, if you want the Gallantmon starter deck or the other one, which is the Alt Force Feedramon deck, because some cards in them, spoiler alert, you only get 2 copies of each in here. And let's say you wanted to buy 2 of each to get 4 of everything, you would also get 4 of each of the memory boosts, so that's not too bad. But yeah, they're really cool. Nice inclusion, a little something extra. And yeah, let's get into the deck. As I was saying, we get 4 Digi-Eggs. So usually in Digimon you can have up to 5 Digi-Eggs. And I've seen a lot in recent times in the meta, people only playing 4 of for more consistency. They only want to see the specific 1 Digi-Egg all the time. But sometimes matches can go for a little longer, so 5 is a bit better. But with this Digimon, which is some nice artwork there, when an opponent's Digimon gets deleted, this Digimon gets 2000 DP for the turn. So that synergizes nice, again spoiler alert, with the other cards we get in this deck, because there's a lot of deleting effects, and this would proc the Digimon. But in my own opinion, I would probably replace this egg for There's other red eggs that do decent amount of DP gain, and for circumstances that aren't as specific as this. But yeah, that's a nice, decent egg, I guess, for this deck. Next we get 4 Monogamon. This is a reprint, so it's nice to have some reprints in these starter decks for people that can't get access to the older ones because they're a bit hard to get. So this is a different artwork. Looks pretty awesome. 2-drop vanilla, 3000 DP. It's that simple. You can drop this for 2 cost. Next up, for the rookies, it's a nice balance, by the way. We've got 14 rookies, I believe. So the ratios in this deck are good starting point as well to teach new players how to build decks. But we've got Agumon. With this Agumon, it's 3 cost to play and inheritable. When this Digimon attacks a player, it gets 2000 DP for the turn. So when you attack your Digimon, when you attack your opponent's security, it will get a 2000 DP buff. Arguably a bit better than the old starter deck Agumon that just gives 1000 DP flat. Like generic in a sense, 1000 DP no matter what, inheritable. But this is nice if you're not swinging into your opponent's Digimon, more so you're gonna be swinging into your opponent's security. You know, this is a nice card even in Gallantmon. Also, it's nice in Agumon as well. And yeah, nice rookie there. And next up, the last of our rookies, I believe. Got 4 Biomon. Now this is the blocker for this deck. Pretty simple. 3000 DP blocker. So it's a nice introduction for new players to the blocker mechanic. I believe in the Alt Force deck, the blocker is a level 5, so a bit higher DP blocker. And most blockers in Digimon have a drawback: when you attack, you lose 2 memory. But with this Biomon, the drawback is you can't attack players, aka you can't attack the security with this Digimon. But yeah, nice 4 cost to play if you want to slap down a blocker. Yeah, not too bad. On to the champions, the level 4s. We've got Greymon. Hold up, we missed the rookie. I think the foiling got stuck. I did think, hold on a second, there's only 12 rookies. Of course, it's the Gallantmon, 2 copies. As I was saying before, if you want 4 copies of quite a lot of the cards in here, you would have to buy 2 starter decks. Now with this Gallantmon, it's a new mechanic in a sense. If your opponent has a level 6 or higher Digimon in play, this Digimon can digivolve into a Gallantmon in your hand for a memory cost of 4, ignoring its digivolution requirements. So basically you can warp digivolve from a level 3 to a level 6 for a memory cost of only 4. So this is nice, maybe end game, mid game, or whenever you can just skip the level 4 and the level 5. But what's also nice is it's an inheritable effect. When a Digimon is deleted, trigger draw 1. So this can be deleted in any way, like swinging into your opponent's suspended Digimon, or a deletion effect, you'll draw 1 off it. It's only once per turn, but it's still pretty nice. I've seen people include this Gallantmon in Gallantmon decks because, you know, getting extra draw is always nice. Even if you're not running like a one of Gallantmon or something, the inheritable is still really good. Okay, on to our champions, our level 4s. We've got 2 Greymon. Now, This is a 4 cost to play, 2 to digivolve, pretty standard. Bit cheap on the side of hard playing, which is nice. 4 cost, like 4 memory does come up sometimes. If you're on 3, you want to leave them at 1 or something. It's inheritable. When an opponent's Digimon is deleted, gain 1 memory. So same thing applies with the Gallantmon, it's inheritable. If you have both the Gallantmon and the Greymon underneath a stack, when you delete an opponent's Digimon, you can draw 1 and also gain 1 memory. So that's a nice effect, nice combo of effects rather. Next for our level 4s, we've got 4 Geo Greymon. Now this card is a little bit different. Like when an opponent checks your security, and if this is the card that comes up, at the end of the battle you can play this onto your field for free without paying its memory costs. So that's nice. That's a pretty nice effect. But also the on-play, it has an on-play effect which would trigger out of security. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less. So let's say you've got another stack and you've got a Greymon and a Gallantmon. You can delete something with 4000 or less if you slap this down for 6 cost. And you'll gain a memory, so it'll only cost 5 technically. And you'll also draw a card. So that's the synergy I was sort of talking about. And I do see people play these cards in some decks. You know, it's a nice option. It's a bit different. Add something else to your deck. Yeah, that's 4 of that. Next up, we've got 4 Dark Tyrannomon. I always used to love this card earlier on in the Digimon TCG in red. Turbo Omni. This is a reprint, different artwork, which is nice if you want to mix it up if you're already playing this Dark Tyrannomon in your deck. 6000 DP, and it only costs 1 to digivolve, so it's a nice turbo, memory efficient in that sense. And it's 6 cost to hard play, but you don't want to be doing that. But yeah, it's there for the memory efficiency. Nice inclusion of a reprint again. So that's all the level 4s. Onto the level 5s. We've got 2 Gallantmon. Another card I used to love for Turbo deck. This is a reprint again. Nice alternate artwork. Alternate, you could say. Level 5 only costs 5 to hard play, which is pretty cheap for a level 5. And only costs 2 to digivolve, as most level 5s are 3 cost to digivolve. So yeah, this is nice, cheap, and always nice to have this card in your deck if you want to go for memory efficiency. Next up, we've got 4 Rise Greymon. 7000 DP, 3 to digivolve, which is more normal for a level 5. This has an on-play effect as well. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5000 or less. So a little bit higher DP now with the deletion. It costs 7, which is a bit much to only delete something with 5000. But as I said, if you've got the inheritables under a different stack, this could cost less from the Greymon, maybe 6, and you'll draw 1 as well. So yeah, not too bad. Goes with the theme of the deck. And next up, we've got a rare card. 4 War Greymon. So this is nice that you get 4 of this rather than 2. 8000 DP, which is a bit on the higher side for a level 5, which is nice. 3 to digivolve. When attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 or less. So yeah, I know I've said it so many times, but the synergy with the other cards, and this isn't an on play, rather it's when attacking, which is nice too. You can do a lot of different things, combo it with stuff, but it's got a nice inheritable. When an opponent's Digimon is deleted, this Digimon gains security attack +1. Now, this goes well, rather if you have piercing, you can delete a Digimon, or rather you can delete a Digimon with another stack, and then this card will trigger once per turn. It'll get security attack +1. So this sometimes sees play as a one-of in Gallantmon if you want to have that 5th level 5 or something, and it synergizes well with that. But yeah, it's a nice level 5. On to the level 6s, which is arguably the bread and butter of mostly every deck, and we've got the main man of the deck, Gallantmon. Now this is a super rare. It's got that foiling similar to the memory boost, which is pretty cool. Awesome artwork. It's got 11,000 DP, security attack +1, only a 3 cost to Digivolve, which is a nice number for a level 6. And it's got a when attacking effect. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less. If no Digimon was deleted by this effect, then gain 3000 DP for the turn. So you could be swinging in for security attack +1 with 14,000 DP on its own, which is very nice. But you can synergize this with a lot of inheritables that I've already shown you. If you delete something, you can gain a memory, you can draw off it, and you can gain security attack +1 on the stack with the Greymon. And then it's attacking all of a sudden for 3 checks. This is nice as a one-of. I've seen people use it in Gallantmon because it is a Royal Knight, so it synergizes well with everything in that. But yeah, if you want to build a pure Gallantmon deck and you want to use this as a 3-of or a 4-of, you will have to probably buy 2 starter decks. But yeah, on to the next level 6. It is 4 Shine Greymon. Now this is a 4 cost to Digivolve, which is a little bit higher. Having said that, it does have 12,000 DP. And it's pretty much just 2 effects, security attack +1 and piercing, and that's it. So pretty straightforward. Nice card to introduce people to those specific mechanics. And this goes well, again, I've said it so many times, but obviously because the deck synergizes so well with all of its cards. You know, you can pierce something and get 2000 off the Digimon. You can pierce and delete something and then gain an extra security. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Onto the options, we've got Lightning Joust. One of your Digimon gets plus 2000 for the turn for a 1 cost. Then if the number of your cards in your security stack is less or equal to your opponent's, one of your Digimon gains security attack +1. So you play this for 1 cost, you buff up one of your guys. Can be a small Digimon or one of your level 6s, and it gains that extra security if your security is equal or less than your opponent's, which is pretty nice. And a security effect, add this to your owner's hand, which is cool as well. Yeah, nice inclusion. not too bad of a card. Now the next cards, going with the deletion theme rather. For Atomic Blaster, this is a new card, 5 cost. Choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose total DP adds up to 8,000 or less and delete them. So this card is really nice. You can delete 2 or 3 smaller things, and if they add up to 8,000 or less, you can just delete them. 2 or 3 rookies or something like that. Or you can use this to delete something that's 8,000, like a big level 5. And again, if you have like a Growlmon under a stack, let me just find the Growlmon. If you have a Growlmon under the stack, then this card would cost only 4, which is really nice. And yeah, this card, definitely I've seen it being included in some decks because it is a really nice removal. And the last card in our deck, in the Gallantmon starter deck, for Gaia Force. Everyone knows this card. If you don't know what this does, this is a reprint from this is a reprint from the first red starter deck. So it's cool if you want to have a different artwork, mix it up in your deck. Simply delete one of your opponent's Digimon for an 8 cost. So you can delete mostly anything unless they have specific cards that negate the Gaia Force, like Craniumon and stuff like that. But yeah, basically you just slap this down and you delete one of your opponent's Digimon. And this obviously is amazing in security, because if you hit this in security, activate this card's main effect. So you can stop another attack, or rather delete anything. And yeah, so that's it for the deck. It's pretty cheap deck, $15 to $20, good for beginners that's just getting into the game. Introduces them to some mechanics in a simple way. And it's also got some nice cards if you want to upgrade your deck, your red deck. Or you can use this, buy 2 Gallantmon starter decks and upgrade from there. But yeah, if you want to see more content like this, live battles probably be coming up soon, new EX1 stuff, deck profiles as well. Be on the lookout for that. Thanks a lot guys, this is Jay from DigiTamer Jay, and I'll see you later.